G'day everyone, welcome back to the fish room. Today's video is not going to be in the fish room. It's actually one I think you're going to really enjoy. It's all going to be about updating these ponds here in my bird aviary, which you can see are dated and need to be updated, and my dad's already started to pull them down. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide, DIY, on how you can actually do this yourself. I think it's pretty good. I think it's one of the best ponds I've done. I've also got some bird stuff and some other random things that have happened around here for the week. So go and get comfy, because I'm not really going to talk about fish today. I'm going to talk about fish ponds, waterfall, plumbing, bio sumps, and some shrimp as well. So, and everything else that happens around the joint as the day and the weeks go on. So anyway, let's go and get into it. Okay, so today's exercise, or this video's exercise, is going to be about moving these two ponds. You'll see my dad's already started to take those apart. They did look pretty good. They were set up for fish, particularly guppies and endlers and shrimp. There is still a whole heap of shrimp in there which I've got to get out. So I'll do that and bring you guys up to speed as we go along. A nice bucket of green water here. I did upgrade this. So I've actually made a video on how I did this, set it up. It is an auto-filling bird bath. There's a reservoir under here, but my dad has actually gone and put a float valve in it. So that means when it drops down, it actually automatically fills. And he has now connected up permanently to the water, which I'm still yet to cover in, which, you know, he's a plumber by trade as well. I guess you'd expect that. So now he doesn't have to fill it at all. It's got the float valve in it and it's running well. And I think the old man's beard and stuff has come up well. And I also like the bird branches there. Check out that video because there's some cool shots in there of the birds actually bathing. So anyway, back to this. I'm going to get stuck into it now. You'll see under here, move please, Zig. I've got the reservoir in there where there's a pump, and there's also a biofilter, so it'll give me a chance to give that a clean out, and then we've got in fact I've got to show you what we're going to put here. There's two options and I'm not sure which one we're going to go with at the minute, but I'll actually take you down the back now and show you that the birds are doing fine. They're molting. The babies are starting to colour up from their sort of olive green to their beautiful colours, which will take another few weeks. Okay, let me show you down here what we're going to replace these with. Okay, so we're just down in the back shed that my dad built just before he turned 80. You'll see he's already started cutting this. I didn't want him to, but he doesn't really listen to me a whole heap when he's motivated to do stuff. So it's obviously an old bath, and he's already cut it, so it's going to be quite shallow. We don't want any babies to die or drown in there, and we have had that happen with those tubs we've got there. So I'm going to put something around here, and I'm going to decorate this as a natural type of a pond setup. The other option I've got to use, hello Brutus, you decided to come out and say hello, did you? It's been raining a bit, so it's quite green out here. It's beautiful, nice day. Anyway, I have to do something with this down here, which is my which is where I'm soaking now the timber for the 8-footer. There's mosquito larvae in here, which I don't like. I like, but I don't like that it's down the back here. So we did think about cutting this down. It's just an old pond, obviously, that my mate has given me from across the road. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think we'll probably stick with the bath rather than sort of tackle that. This is an old biofilter I've got set up in there. See all the bio balls, and I'd love to set it up out the front and have all my ponds running through into each other. But anyway, it is what it is. I haven't got the time to do that right now. What do you think, Broody? How you doing, boy? Hey, all right, Zig. Zig is never far from me. Okay, I'm going to go and get stuck into moving this, and I will show you guys the results. Yeah, when I find out what shrimp are actually in those ponds. So it's the end of a long day and I'm just sitting out on the balcony here relaxing, and I thought I would share some of the sounds just on dusk. The moon's out already, and yeah, it looks pretty cool, so I thought I would just actually share that with you guys now and let you know what it's like here of an evening. Okay, well, it's another day. We've lost the ball already this morning, haven't we, Zig? He's not a happy camper. And you'll see from the time lapse, obviously, that I got all this stuff out of the ponds and the quite a few hundred shrimp, which I'll show you as well. So yeah, that's these guys here. And basically what the plan is now is to somehow, I'm going to keep the two Aviaries, we're thinking. And I was thinking putting the bath in there, which Dad's already cut, but I'm actually going to, I'm thinking we're going to change our mind there. So what I'll do is actually have the pond, or the very shallow river stream, going from this waterfall into the center, and somehow, well, we'll have an outlet somewhere, and then another one from this side going in. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have lots of rocks in it that will actually then hopefully just build up the level of water so that sufficiently so it's not too much for the birds to drown in, and then we can have them basically be able to bathe and all the rest of it like we've got them in this here, but a bit more natural. Good on you, Zig. Okay, so I'll show you what's going on around here now. So this is what's left of the ponds. I'm still getting little baby shrimp out of this one, so as much as I can. I've got there's probably about 300 or 400 shrimp I got out of between those two ponds, and I've got 50 tiny little babies in there as well. So all right, I'm going to show you down here, which is a bit of a disaster at the minute. Zig, enough, come here. So this pond is empty. I think it's got a leak, so I'm not going to do anything with that this year. I've got Dad's chucked all of the timber that I'm soaking for the 8-footer in there, because we're going to do something with that pond, and this one's doing, obviously, famously, this is just a nature pond. There's lots of frogs and everything else in there. So all right, I'm going to see what the sheriff's up to. What's the matter? Oh, I've got a feeling it's a bush turkey. There it is. Wasn't that fun, Sheriff? Hey? That's what you were barking for, wasn't it? Off he goes. So the thought process is to use this fiberglass pond that my neighbour very generously donated to us, and do the same thing, cut it down, because we don't want it that deep. And I think it's, my dad's marked it out, but I think that's too deep. I think we'll probably cut it maybe 150 mil all the way around, and then I'll probably leave some higher areas as well, so I can put a like a 1/2 inch or bulkhead or something, one of these type of adapters. My dad's got that out. I don't know where he's got that from. So you can see it's been repaired, and I don't really want to put it into the ground. It's quite thin in a few places, so at least this way we'll do the base and get that done. So we'll cut that, and then we've got to somehow try to fit it into the aviary between the two of them, and have the wire will be down the middle-ish, maybe more one side than the other, but basically parrots on one side, finches on the other. Okay, I will get into it right now. Okie doke, it's catch up time. As you can see, or as you saw, I got all of this cut down to roughly 150 millimeters, say 6 inches, and we've got the notch out here for where the timber it's gonna sit inside, and we'll screw it through that just for some stability. Dad's already gone and got the overflow done, so we'll work out what height this will go once all the water's in. And what I'm going to try to do is have at least one waterfall here, one waterfall here and have it stepped, maybe coming along here at one height and then into another height here, and the same here, somehow step it in. I'm going to use some of the containers I've got outside. We're also going to reuse some of this stuff as well from the offcuts, which I've got over here. Got the bath as well, which we've got to get rid of, all the what's left of the bath. So I can potentially use that and some other rocks and bits and pieces. I'll show you inside the aviary now. Okay, so everyone's a bit disturbed at the moment, obviously. But the parrots have actually come over here, which is pretty cool. So we've taken some of the wire down. They won't attack the budgies. What they do is they eat all of the vegetation, which is why we keep them separate. Look at that, how beautiful is he. He's a male turquoise parrot. His wife passed away over winter, so we'll get him a new girlfriend. And all the other finches are colouring up beautiful, coming into colouring midway through, or nearly midway through spring. You can see the Gordians look a bit shabby, but they do that when they go from being young birds, which is completely sort of like a dull olive green, to being some of the most spectacular finches that we have. So anyway, back to what I was meant to be showing you. Sorry guys. So you see there's no wire in here at the minute. We're going to sit it in here, and Dad's already drilled out the waste hole larger, so we can actually get a 40mm waste pipe through here. There's two inlets. One will go one side, one will go the other side of that section I've got. Probably somehow we're going to fill this gap in here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet, but that is yet to be decided. And then we'll put a limited amount of vegetation on here for the parrots, and more in here, in fact, in the water for these guys. So yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'll leave you be. And what do you reckon, Zig? He's got a sore foot. He's actually pulled the dew claw on his front foot, so he's not happy. You guys are all right there with us in here, aren't you? I can't wait till another probably 4 weeks, 5 weeks, when they're all coloured up. They will look beautiful. Here's one of the big males over here. You can see he's got his last few white feathers on his face, the white chested, and also the purple one's just about finished. And that's what they will look like, with orange faces, black faces, or red faces. So we'll have lots of pretty birds. Okay, back to the pond build. Okay, so it's now time for a catch-up. It's actually started to rain, which is nice. We do need a bit of rain. My dad's inside watching the cricket, which is good. I will take you in there and show you, but this is how it looks from the outside. We've actually got the wire back in, so I'm going to give you a close-up here and talk to you about what happens and what I'm going to do in there. But first I thought I'd show you the filtration, because it's actually pretty cool. It's one of my I think cleanest ponds has ever been. So this is a bio barrel filter, where the waste pipe comes down this 2-inch pipe into this 90mm pipe, which goes right to the bottom of this barrel. There's a valve here which I can clean it out, and I've got a settling chamber somewhere around here, which is a cut down milk crate. And then I've got how convenient is this dust? I've got large boulders through here, and then I've got medium boulders through here, and then all the fine gravel through here. So what happens is it flushes down through here, rips around in here. I've only ever had to drain that once, which is today, just to give it a clean out. There's not much goes through there. And then it biofilters all the way up through here. You'll see where the gravel, it's quite clean coming up. It then overflows through that 90mm pipe into this, I don't know what size this is, 100 litres, 100-litre container, and it's just got a pump in there at the moment. So, and that then pumps up through these valves, control valve here for one, and control valve 2 for the other side. We may end up actually just taking that wire out and making one big aviary if we decide to just keep finches rather than parrots, but I do love the parrots. All right, now what I'm going to do is go inside and just show you in there. Okay, it's a bit of a mess in here. There's Ziggy. I'm just looking for him. Off he goes. He's doing something. So I will show you inside first, which is the finch aviary. You see I've got a heap of hardscape in here already, and I've got a heap of hardscape out here already. Sorry, I'll just show you these guys before they flutter off. They're all colouring up, so any of the olive green looking ones are babies that are now going to get their full colours, and they look pretty spectacular. But we've got some really nice ones there. The orange head, the black head, and the red head are the natural type of Adrians. This is, I think it's a painted firetail. Isn't he gorgeous? So, and you'll see, yeah, the purple chested, the white chested there are mutations, not found in the wild, and they look like this in the wild with the purple chest. And you'll see he's got pin feathers still there, but he'll have a gorgeous red face and be absolutely spectacular soon enough. And these are star finches up there which are breeding. This guy's pretty much coloured up, as you can see. They look amazing. He's singing to me there. It's a new nest box, so the starfinches and the Adrians have been fighting over that. Anyway, it's not what I'm here for, I guess, is it? Quails everywhere. I need to watch where I walk. The hardscape out there is that lava rock. I'm going to use because it's lightweight. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to work out the heights in here. I'm thinking I'm going to have one spillway waterfall in here that goes out onto some sort of shelf that comes along and then dips into a deeper section here. This area here will be deep, and I'm going to have some sand on the bottom. I'm going to have shrimp in here, and I'm going to make little subterranean caves because these guys have got holes all through them, which is perfect. And I want to set this up as really like a really, fantastic shrimp pond as well as bird. And then I'm going to have over this side again another reservoir that's deep where the water goes in, overflows out of that, and then I want a little river system that runs all the way around if I can, and then waterfalls into this section, which will actually be on that side of the wire over there. So I've got to move all of that in there now. This we water tested it yesterday up to full height, and it didn't have any leaks. I've obviously siliconed that. These have been siliconed in. You would have seen that on the time lapse. I've got a riser to come out of there. I've yet to work out exactly where. You'll see it's still quite a way to go as far as height's concerned, but I won't work that out until I've got these levels set, and then wherever that needs to be cut off is, that's where it's going to go. Okie doke. I'm going to get into it, and you'll see I've also got a heap of trees out there. In fact, that's the old tree set up, plus this is the old tree set up from the bird bath, and these other sticks that have fallen off overnight, which I thought looked pretty cool. Okay, I will set up the time lapse, and you'll see how this turns out in a minute. Okay, so it's the next day, and I'm just having a look at, oh, look at that, I don't know what that is. I don't really want to touch him. He actually looks like he would bite. Yeah, thank you. Off you go. So, you can see I've got it running. These rocks, which I've also painted the wire black, have got quite a few holes. I don't know if you can see through the wire there, but they've actually got pretty much subterranean type caves. So what I'm going to do, if you're wondering how I'm going to bring all this together, yeah, I'm the same. I have no idea. My dad put that in there. I don't know why he put that in there. Definitely, you don't think I'll be using that. So what I've got to do is somehow get a platform here, a shelf where the water goes into here, spills over here, some sort of river here where they can bathe, then into what will be the lower section here in the overflow. Same on the other side, down here, around there, probably through there is where I've got it set up at the moment, but I'll just see. And I've got a whole heap of rocks that I've just gone and bought this morning, so I didn't want to have to go and get them. First of all, out of a creek, because they've been spraying for fire ants around the area. So, okay, so I will get into that now. I will just show you the other stuff I've got outside to add to it, and then I'll time-lapse me putting it together. So these are the bags that I bought. My neighbour's got a mulcher going at the minute. 1 bag of larger rocks, 2 bags of the smaller river pebbles. Very similar to, I guess the bags already come open there, but just river pebbles to make it look as natural, I guess, as possible in its current position. So it's a bit of an overcast, rainy day, isn't it, Zig? What are we doing today? Yes, we're going to look for a ball, I guess, aren't we? Okay, I'm going to go and get into this right now, and yeah, I will come back to you guys shortly. Okay, so it's update time on the no problema Aviary situation with the ponds. I will show you in here. Quite a big day yesterday. You see it's starting to come together. I've only done this side, I haven't done the other side, so that's hopefully get most of that done this afternoon. But yeah, that's how it's looking at the moment. I didn't think the quails would eat this plant, but they have, which is really irritating. But I've kept most of the area at the top here hollow, just to keep it lightweight, and obviously I've got the waterfall working out, you know, splashing into the water. I've got some finer substrate I'm going to put in at the end, but I'm also going to put some plants in here and aquascape it to some degree. Today's exercise is doing this side over there, and you can see I'm going to have this stream coming down this way. This will have very few plants, if any, because the parrots, they just destroyed them. I didn't think the quails would do as much damage as they've done, but I think I'm going to have to take this plant out of here, which is a shame because I like it. Anyway, I'll see if I can find something else to go there. They haven't really ripped into this, so I might even try some of the Royo over here and just see if it's got a foul taste, or at least taste bad enough so the parrots don't get it. All right, quails, I've got more eggs here I've got to do something with. I've sort of been disturbing them, and I'm going to, I think I put a little dome under there, over the top there, because they like to hide. Sorry, guys. Some more eggs down there. So, yeah, you certainly see that it's springtime here. And I've got a white-chested. I've got 2, maybe even 3 white-chested babies. So that's interesting. All right, I'm going to go and get into this now, and I will catch you guys up again very soon. These guys have been coming around a bit lately. My dad's seen them in the pool a few times. A pair of wood ducks eating now. Pretty cute to see them around the place. Everyone else was going off out here this morning. Hello. What'd you say? Yes, it's pretty early. It's probably about 6 in the morning, 6:15. Get down and finish the aviary ponds today. I'll just sort of show you my ducks. I was wondering what all the noise was. They do seem to be enjoying that bird bath, that's for sure. They're noisy little buggers, aren't they? It's a bit cool and overcast today, so I don't know why the water's so attractive, but anyway, it certainly is. This is all going on when I'm trying to get back down and actually finish the third aviary pond. So I thought I'd share this with you. This is pretty cool. I guess I better get back into it. I just walked out to the shed a second ago and saw my little mate, the snake, was here. So if you're still here, yeah, he is. Look at him there. Zig. Okie doke, so it is time to go back inside the No Problema aviary, and I will show you where we've gotten to. We've had to shut this door because this little boy, he's a tuxedo male quail, has been getting beaten up by the resident male. The girls are laying eggs and he's very happy with his, there's a birds on top of you waiting for me. And this guy's up here. Anyway, this is how it looks. What do you think? I'm pretty happy with it. I think my dad's pretty happy with it. It will give you a better look, but I'm just going to take you through, I guess, the key points. How I've got it set up is I obviously did away with the containers in there. I decided just to have the water flowing into one particular area. This is like a sandy beach area for them to be able to get into the finches and bathe. There's a rock over here for them to land on. They've actually been drinking out of the waterfall and bathing out of the waterfall, which is really cool. I've got to add some sawasatang and some, I'm going to put some really red, dark red cherry shrimp in there, I think, for now. I was thinking about crystal red shrimp, but I just don't think I want to do that. So the other side's set up for parrots. Hopefully they won't chew the roeo or the bromelia that's in there. They don't chew the philodendron, and I've got it sort of shaped from both sides, so it does look like it's a bit of a spillway or an overflow. Which, speaking of, that's how I've wanted this to look. I've got it so it overflows, and you would have seen in the time lapse I put a dish in here, and I've just made it so it holds water. One, the quails love to bathe in it, which is really cool, and two, the finches go down. It's like a little summer spring creek type thing. When it rains, we fill it up and it dries out. So I put fertilizer on all the plants, put the plants in. I've made it so this area here is higher than this area here, and of course that's lower as well. So it looks natural. I think the key to pulling off any naturalistic look, particularly with the waterfall, is the levels and heights and everything. So I will give you a better look at some of the stuff, particularly with the finches, diving in and out of the water and stuff like that, or on the waterfall, I should say, as they're doing it. Zig absolutely loves chasing the quails, don't you, Zig? He would get in and sheriff the hell out of them. Anyway, I might just show you quickly on the other side as well, because don't forget, underneath that shelf and that sand bed here, that's a full subterranean cave system for the shrimp to get under. So they've actually got full bottom surface area, as much area as I can have, and then they've got these other layers. And because of the way I've set it up, I fully expect, because I've set it up for them to do so, the shrimp to come all the way up here and potentially up that waterfall as well. I have seen them up the waterfall in old ponds that I've done. So, okay, I'll show you the other side. So yeah, that's the view as you walk in this side, and you can see I've tapered it quite sort of steeply, almost the same width of the pond, just to give me that, again, that naturalistic effect from both sides, like it's sort of a river system that's flooded and all the rocks and stuff have been pushed up into here, and now it's because of that sort of blockage, it's now going that way and then off the edge in theory. So it's pretty, I wouldn't say it's parrot proof, but I've set it up to be as parrot friendly maybe as possible. I really like the rocks that I've chosen for the waterfalls too. They're just natural rocks off the farm here that I've picked up, and I've got little deep sections underneath each one there, just to make sure that I get that sound of the waterfall. This waterfall, I'm sure you can hear it, but it's just spectacular to sit outside, especially on a full moon, and listen to that water just trickling away. Okay, I'm going to back out now and let these guys settle down. Again, I can't help but just show you how beautiful these colours are. My turquoise boy. I do want to get him a girl rose parrot. This is another boy, so I need a female rose parrot and a female turquoise parrot. If anyone who's in the Gold Coast, Brisbane area has got a spare one, love to hear from you in the comments or on my Instagram. Okay, I've got to go and sort the sheriff out. And these two boy quails in here would be happy to get out of their jail cell. Or I guess it's their construction apartment whilst their house has been renovated. They've had to get put up in a pretty cheap, shitty motel. Anyway, now I'm going to go and sort the sheriff out. Aren't I, boy? Yeah, just waiting for the ball. Okay. And of course, this is the view that I see from out here. We're actually going to paint this black again. Maybe roll the wire one more time. So this is, you know, as I walk past it, I get this view. And the birds are always down here just when I pick up the camera that they take off. I'm actually thinking of putting some large agave that my neighbour's got. He's going to dump in there to sort of fill that space with greenery across there. So, and this is the view that I get from the balcony up here. I usually film all the birds and stuff, but yeah, once I clean it up and paint it black again, it'll be much cleaner appearance. But yeah, I can see both waterfalls through here, and I just have to move around, of course. Sorry about the shaking of the camera. And I can see where the parrots drink there on the little landing pad, and I can also see where the finches get in as well when I stand over here. So that's how it looks from there. I've obviously designed it to be seen from all angles, and then I'm going to show you one more balcony where I can see it, which is this one over here, which is my bedroom balcony. And you can see I've got a reasonable view of the aviary from here as well. How cool is this plant? This is a plant I've had for ages. Very rarely, if ever, water it. It's obviously a cactus of some sort. Flowers pretty much all year round. Nice day out here today too, a little bit windy, but this is the view from the bedroom balcony around the yard. The chooks are actually out in another paddock, actually, free roaming, and I've got some baby chickens. In fact, I should go up and show you the baby chickens now, shouldn't I? Okay, here come the girls now. Cluck's outside having a roam around. I like to give them a bit of a change of scenery. They've all been fed this morning. They will go out if I let them out there, so I don't want to do that. Hey, Cluck. There's Cluckson. He's attacked me a couple of times, this fella. I think he's quite a nice looking rooster. Yeah, he does too, by the way. So it's a mess in here at the minute because I've been breeding these guys. There's a couple of little babies, a couple little black ones. In with mummy. I've got to get a screen to put over here, so I've got it for the slightly older ones. There's 4. How cute are they with their little blonde heads? Obviously the black chickens are the ones been laying all the eggs. That's mum there. So I'll throw some food in for these guys and leave them be. This is Cluck's pen where he stays over night time. I put him in there with a lid so that his son doesn't kill him, but you'll see the girls like to lay eggs around here as well. Hey girls, I'm guessing you're one of the mummies. This is one of my babies from last year. Her name is Hey Hey. Isn't it Hey Hey? And I'm ripping this whole chicken aviary or chicken pen down, so I sort of haven't done much maintenance on it recently. Anyway, I've got to work out a place to grow these chicks out. Okie doke. So I've caught up, I don't know how many. I don't think I'll bother counting them. Some nice red shrimp, some of them with the white stripes down the back. Some really shrimps in there, and some another one over there. Just some nice dark red cherries, and I think they'll do well in there. So no, I've also got some Sawasatang in here, some Anubias, and some thin leaf Java, and I'm also thinking some thick leaf Java. Look how messy this bench is. So I'm going to go and put them in now. So let's go and do that. Okay, so I put some Anubias in here, as you'll see under that rock. A little bit of Sawasatang behind it, a little bit of Sawasatang in there, if you can see it, for the glare. Then over there, some more, I've stuck it onto the walls. I put some crypts over there, some more Sawasatang there, and the thin leaf Java over there. And I'm pretty happy with that. Now, anything that comes out the water, the birds will eat. I'm not sure they will with the Java, because it's actually supposed to be quite a bad tasting thing. And when I cut it, it has like quite a sticky sap, especially when it's out of water. So we'll see how that goes. Now I'm going to let the shrimp go, which are up here on this side, and I just got a little bit more Sawasatang to put over there. And I'm going to give you guys, just let me see if it'll float for a second. Come on, get a nice close up. See if we can do it this way. And I've got no duckweed in here. All right. Come on, guys, out you go. Now I can see if I can get around the glare. Yeah, cool. They look good. I can actually see them even without my glasses. Let me just stand up. And if you can see them as well as I can with the glare, but they'll be great to be able to see in there, because this water should stay crystal clear all the time. So it's a bit of a shrimp paradise for them, I think. Okay, some Sawasatang on the other side. Okay, so another handful of Sawasatang. I think what I'm going to do is I want to have some around the overflow here to hide it, and then I want to have a wall here as well. That better not be, that better not be duckweed. No, it's not. False alarm. I'll have to refix that. Usually I find when I knock something down, I actually find a better way to put it together. Okay, so back to what I was saying is I want to get that Sawasatang, just going to jam it in under that rock, so it's sort of like a fixed point, and then just have that go around through there, put some up in the corner, hopefully go up and around there. Come on. And then this stuff I just sort of spread around and squeeze it in the shape. It won't take long to stay there, and then I guess that's pretty much hidden as far as I can see. The crypts will come out this way. I might actually get some more Sawasatang, maybe for up. Actually, I'll just take a little bit of this. I don't want a whole heap. And I'm just going to stick it over there in the rock crevice, so it sort of grows out of there. I know that the quails will get that. I'll just drag a bit through and see what stays. If it does, it does. If they get it, they get it. I think that's pretty much it from this side. And when I want to take that top off, that'll be easy enough to do. This washer tank will stick to the pipe pretty well. That's how it looks from that side. I've got to say, I think that pretty much sort of completes that project, really. Okay, so what did you think of that video? I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I think my dad's pretty happy with the way it turned out. I know the birds and the quails are happy with it. So let me know in the comments. That would be really cool if you've made it this far. I truly appreciate it. It's been a while since I put the video out. It took me a long time to get this done. It took about 3 days with filming. You could certainly do it as a weekend project and enhance the life of the birds in your aviary, and also the aesthetics. It's great, and to listen to it is just brilliant. So anyway, thanks so much for hanging around. I will see you again soon. I'm going to get cracking on the outdoor tank. Maybe not next, but we'll see. I've got the 8-foot sump I've got to do as well. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. It's actually going to be out into the bird aviary. Dated, and my dad's already started to pull them down and all. And then I'm going to give you a step to step. Best ponds I've done. I really do think I've already said you think you'll enjoy it. Go and get comfy, because I'm not going to talk about fish, but I am going to talk about fish ponds, water. So go and get comfy, because I'm not going to talk about fish today. I'm going to talk about water. Self-filling automatic water, I guess. I've actually done a video on how I made this with my dad, which is an auto-filling. Hello, Zig. Dude. Get out. Dude. Okay, so it's time for an update in the no problem llama. Okay, so it is time for an update on the no problema llama, Aviary. Okay, so what did you... Dude, hell. Come on, sit down. Don't be weird. All right? Go with your ball. Go on, go. Yes. With filming, it's certainly a weekend project that will see. You put me off, dude. Come on, off you go, or I'll put you inside. Go. I don't know where the fuck I was now. Okay, so what did you think of that video? It was it's a project I'm pretty happy with. I got to say, I'm really you could certainly do it as a weekend project with someone, and yeah, enhance the life of your Aviary, the live